Do you like the wonderful ambience I have in the background that I use to sleep? It's kind of spooky. Look, I got this. And then I got this. Nah, don't like it. I turned it up. Look at this. Silent Hill inspired ambience. So, I've got the list. I've got the ambience. We've got everything we need for a spooky night. Happy Halloween, by the way. Just by the way. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so first, we'll start with the first one on our list that somebody had recommended. How do I search? I forgot. I forgot to search. How do I freaking search? I got it. Okay, it'll be 1048. Okay. This should be it, right? Ah, I've completely forgotten the tiers. The tiers of what is good and which is bad. Or dangerous, or whatever. Hold on. How far do I need to... This is probably fine. Safe is safe. Creature is deadly, might escape. Okay. I need the list side here so I can see which one's the most dangerous. But it's probably fine. Okay. Is everyone ready? SCP 1048. Object class. Safe. No. Keter. Keter. Special containment procedures. SCP-1048 is currently free to roam Sites 2-4, as it poses no threat and has been observed to greatly improve the morale of personnel that interact with it. And it's all crossed out. So we know that's not true. Hold on, maybe I can... Dang, I want to get rid of this whole sidebar. But I guess that's impossible. I'll just remove it. Okay. The whereabouts of SCP-1048 are currently unknown, though it is believed to be somewhere in Site-24. Subject is to be secured for containment, but any creation of SCP-1048 should be destroyed on site unless further unless further evidence warrants less extreme actions. No teddy bears are to be allowed in Site-24 to prevent any confusion or mistaken identity. Any object that resembles a teddy bear is to report it to the security team immediately. This is not a joke. We have no idea what SCP-1048's full capacities are. Who knows how many of the damn things are out there by now? Dr. Carver. Okay. It's interesting that we always have the containment procedures before what the actual description of the thing is. I guess it's like, you know, emergency manual. If you need to know how to contain a thing, you just quickly flip over into what the thing is. Okay. Description. SCP-1048 is a small teddy bear approximately 33 centimeters in height. 33. Through testing, composition of the subject revealed no unusual qualities that make it discernible from a non-sapient teddy bear. Subject is capable of moving of its own accord and communicate through a small range of gestures. Subject is regularly shows affection to individuals in ways found endearing by most people. Affection is usually given in the form of a hug to the lower leg. The subject has also been observed dancing, jumping in place, and in 2 separate events, it has drawn childlike pictures for janitorial staff. Aw, that's wonderful. All Foundation personnel that have interacted with the subject have responded positively to its affection, even D-class with normally sociopathic tendencies. Aw, wholesome. So we think, so far, anyway. Attempts at direct communication with SCP-1048 have not been considered successful. Though it is capable of simple gestures to indicate a yes or no answer, it will often not react to lines of questioning concerning its nature or where it originated from. It is not known if this is because SCP-1048 simply does not know the answers, or because it does not want to answer. Though capable of drawing pictures, it has not used its art as a form of communication beyond showing affection, even when encouraged to do so. Okay. So all it cares about is showing affection towards people. So far. Right? The more anomalous behavior, SCP-1048, was not observed until approximately 7 months after it was originally secured. It's hypothesized that this subject is able to construct crude replicas of itself using various materials by a process that has yet to be observed directly by Foundation staff. Dr. Carver has suggested that SCP-1048 uses its endearing qualities to lull those around it into a false sense of security, allowing it to collect materials to produce these creations. Currently, there are 3 known creations of SCP-1048, designated SCP-1048-A, SCP-1048-B, and SCP-1048-C. The nature of these creations has been in stark contrast to SCP-1048's general behavior, as all have exhibited extreme violence towards humans. Okay, so it's a nice thing that creates horrible mechanisms. Could be on purpose or by accident. You know? Could be by accident. Maybe. Okay. SCP-1048-A. On blank blank blank, SCP-1048-A was discovered wandering Site-24 accompanied by SCP-1048. Subject resembles a teddy bear similar in size and shape to SCP-1048, but is made entirely out of human ears. Okay. Okay. No, yeah, I think that's on purpose. Dr. Carver was called to the scene along with the security team. The security team arrived first and attempted to contain SCP-1048-A. Subject emitted a high-pitched screech that inflicted intense pain in the eyes and ears of everyone in a 10-meter radius. Ear-like growths immediately began growing on those within 5 meters of the subject, covering their bodies in less than 20 seconds. Every person afflicted with the symptom died within 3 minutes, resulting in the death of blank personnel, including the entire security team. Wow. Okay, so yeah, that's on purpose. Hi, Lunar, what's going on? Oh my god. Great, listen while I'm in the barber shop. Yes. Very, very good. It's all ears. It literally is. So, I mean, how could it resemble SCP-1048 if it's just human ears? Like, I guess it could be like, oh, the head is an ear, the arm is an ear. Bear-shaped. But bear-shaped? Okay. Okay, no, it's fine. I could give it a pass. It's fine. Autopsies revealed the cause of death to be asphyxiation caused by an abundance of ear-like growths manifesting in the mouths and trachea of all victims. That's disgusting. SCP-1048 and SCP-1048-A fled the scene before Dr. Carver arrived, and have not been contained since the incident, though sightings of both have been reported on multiple occasions. Okay, so they're just wandering. They do be just wandering. Inflicting these things. But they have not been contained and sightings have been reported, but no other incidents have taken place. So they were just walking around until they saw someone and then just went, ah! And then ears everywhere. I see. Okay. Shortly after this incident occurred, a researcher was discovered missing an ear. According to him, it was removed through unknown means while he was sleeping. Okay. Was he sleeping at the facility? Okay, because it's allowed to roam Site-24. But does Site-24 include, like, sleeping quarters? Or was he napping on the job? Or... Okay. No other victims of ear removal were found, so it is unclear if SCP-1048 obtained more ears from another source, or it is capable of duplicating objects or materials. Wow, that's only one of the 3, so I'm excited to find out what the other 2 are. Great! We love this little guy and his fun little creations. Okay. SCP-1048-B. Subject was discovered by several Foundation staff members in the cafeteria of Site-24 on... redacted. Subject's appearance was nearly identical to SCP-1048, but it moved in an irregular, jerky manner. Witnesses reported that it appeared as if something was moving inside of SCP-1048-B. Subject made no attempt to interact initially, until a burst in its seams revealed what appeared to be the hand and arm of a human infant poking out and grasping at the air. At the sight of this, a female researcher named Redacted screamed, and SCP-1048-B reacted by emitting a high-pitched cry similar to that of a human infant. Great. The subject then attempted to data expunge the screaming researcher, causing massive internal damage. Let's just theorize about what that means. Attempted to data expunged the screaming researcher. Okay. If it is a infant, but causing massive internal damage, I'm gonna go the extreme and say, what if it tried to crawl up the vagina? Yeah. Enter the womb. I can't say the body part on stream, can I? I can probably, right? That's crazy. Yeah, happy Halloween! Hello! Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Because I'm getting the feeling that this teddy bear just wants to create a human replica. And it's just failing, you know? Failing accidentally. This isn't on purpose, it just happens. They're like, hey, they're parading around, look at my new friend, and bad things happen. You know? It's just, oops. Anyway, let's continue. In the ensuing chaos, a security team was forced to redact both the researcher and SCP-1048-B. Yeah, that makes sense if it tried to get inside of her. So, you know. No, it's not, and on purpose. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it's on purpose or not. We'll see about that. Approximately 3 hours after this incident, Dr. Blank was found unconscious and bleeding in her office. An abortion had been performed on her while she was sleeping, and the 8-month-old fetus was never found. It is hypothesized that SCP-1048 used Dr. Blank's unborn child to create SCP-1048-B. Information regarding the possible origin of SCP-1048-B is not to be leaked to the survivors currently undergoing therapy for the incident with SCP-1048-B, as Dr. Carver believes it would be extremely detrimental to their recovery. Yikes. But is it on purpose? Like, you can't say it's on purpose. It just wants to create a person. You know? Is it doing experiments? Because it doesn't communicate, so we don't know. It's not confirmed, but come on. Oh my god. Okay, and the last one, SCP-1048-C. Subject resembles a teddy bear similar to SCP-1048, but composed entirely of rusted metal scraps. Okay, this ruins my theory. Subject was first sighted on blank 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 by Dr. Carver in his office while writing up a report on the SCP-1048-B incident. Subject fled the room when it noticed Dr. Carver observing it. In the attempted pursuit of SCP-1048-C, Dr. Carver witnessed the death and maiming of blank Foundation personnel as the subject exhibited extreme violence during its escape. SCP-1048-C has not been encountered since this initial sighting. It is unknown whether it still resides somewhere within Site-24. The origins of any materials possibly used to construct SCP-1048-C by SCP-1048 are also unknown at this time. Okay. Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say after that then. Kind of all my theories are gone. It doesn't want to be human. I guess it really does just suck up to people to get items to use for whatever purpose. To create friends. To create deadly friends, maybe. Right? Addendum 10481. SCP-2295 is similar, but nearly antithetical in function to SCP-1048. Attempts to establish a common origin are ongoing. Extreme caution is to be taken if SCP-1048-A or SCP-1048-C are encountered again. Right, because the B got murdered. God bless. I cannot stress this enough, the damn thing jumped right through those poor people. Dr. Carver. It lowers people's guards to make them look harmless. That's true. And to get items. Don't forget about the items. The many, many items that it uses. Its horrible experiments. I call them experiments. Who knows if they're actually successful or not. I don't know what the thing would consider successful. Okay. Now we go to my amazing SCP Excel sheet. Then we go to 1048. And I will type in teddy bear. Because that's what this one is about. And then I can mark that I've read it. God bless. Was this funny? No. Was it sad? It was weird. It was good. I liked it still. I feel like I wanted more. You know? I feel like I wanted more. I want more variants. You can't leave me with just 3. That's not enough. I want more. But, yeah. We can read 2295 after this. You can make your own. No, but it's not real unless it... Like, I need to not know. You know? I need to know the barriers that I can't go past, you know? What's real? I can't create the reality because no one else will abide by it. Right? I don't know. Okay, we'll read 2295. It's short, huh? Is that what you say? Short? If it's short, I'll read it. Is 2295 even on here? 22... No, it's not. I'll add it though. 2295. Okay. Not unless I add. Well, too bad I already added it. Okay. 2295 is similar. Oh, we have a picture for this one. Let's go. We get a picture. So cute. Oh, let's go. Okay. SCP-2295. Object class safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-2295 is to be kept in a standard containment locker within storage wing 25 in Site 37. Huh. Why? Inactive state. Okay, interesting. Personnel with level 3 or higher security clearance are authorized to perform tests on SCP-2295 after filling out the appropriate paperwork. Please contact Dr. Guy Gergis if required. Access to SCP-2295 is expected to exceed 24 hours. Interesting. Okay. SCP-5000 does have 18048 in it? Whoa. SCP-5000? Yeah, 5K is surely too long. Yeah. It's peak but long? Okay. I'll put it on the list. Maybe I'll just read it in my own time, because that's long. Okay. Let's freaking go. Some SCPs are connected, but I don't know how to find and confirm. Well, I mean, they can be connected as long as you write that they're connected, right? We create the reality that we live in, you know? That's how SCPs work. Okay, description. SCP-2295 is a patchwork stuffed bear, approximately 0.46 millimeters? Right? Millimeters. From head to foot, and stuffed with synthetic fiber and cotton. SCP-2295 has a small, anatomically correct pin of a heart on the left side of its thorax, and a bow wrapped around its neck. The fabric and color of SCP-2295's patches vary. Tests confirm that no components of SCP-2295 contain any anomalous chemical properties. Good. Oh, it's 0.48 meters. That makes a lot more sense. 0.46 millimeters would be teeny tiny, wouldn't it? It would be so small. Oh my god. Okay. SCP-2295 enters an active state within 2 meters of a human, sustaining major trauma to an organ. When in proximity of 2 or more possible subjects, SCP-2295 will invariably choose the youngest subject. SCP-2295 will anonymously produce scissors, white thread, and either sewing needles or a crochet hook from its mouth, and use any fabric and stuffing in close proximity to fashion an instance of SCP-2295-1, a patchwork imitation of the subject's organ. SCP-22951 vanishes from sight. The subject falls into a state of unconsciousness. SCP-22951 instances then replace the subject's damaged organ via anomalous means. Whereabouts of organs replaced this way are undetermined. What? What do you mean, organ? I see. after sustaining major trauma to an organ, it just replaces it. Just replaces it. Okay. Okay, okay. Got it. There's no usable material in close proximity. SCP-2295 will use fabric and stuffing from itself. Aww. SCP-2295 regenerates 1 gram of stuffing every day until completely replacing any lost or used stuffing. Note that fabric used this way does not regenerate. An additional fabric must be placed near SCP-2295 for the purpose of self-mending. Instances of SCP-22951 successfully carry out their respective functions, despite the numerous expected biological, chemical, and medical incompatibilities. Once within the subject, adjacent tissues and veins attach to the imitated organ without observable complications. There have been no cases of rejected SCP-22951 instances, and all subjects recorded at the time of writing made full recoveries. That's the best thing I've ever heard! Some SCPs are really just like so good. So wholesome and good for society. Yay! This one's not scary at all. That's awesome. I keep waiting for something bad to happen, but this is great. Literally the opposite. Yeah. Yeah. We got the evil bear and the good bear. Test log 2295. Testing approved to test the limitations of SCP-2295. Materials provided within testing chamber. I hope they don't torture this thing. I really don't want them to torture this thing to find limitations. So you don't want to push something like this too far, right? Test log. Okay. Subject. D2353. Wait, did that mean... Okay, so they don't purposefully harm people. Okay. That's good. 38 years old. Diagnosis. Lungs heavily damaged as a result of 25 years of smoking. Notes, SCP-2295 creates SCP-22951 using 1 black textile swatch and 1 red textile swatch. New lungs act at a capacity similar to those of healthy adult lungs. Yippee! Yahoo! Yeah! Yippee! Amazing! Okay. Subject. D. 3452. 50 years old. Diagnosis. Frequent heart palpitations and severe atherosclerosis. I don't know what atherosclerosis is, but... SCP-2295 crochets SCP-22951 using various surrounding yarns. SCP-22951 observed to have a heartbeat before vanishing. Transfer successful. How SCP-22951 manages to perform function despite absorbent properties of material and multiple gaps in design is unknown. Symptoms no longer present in subject. Yay! You know, this would solve so many problems. I feel like there's certain categories of SCPs that just go in the useful category, you know? That if it was just here, people would definitely like, no, we gotta keep them locked up forever. No! Does it have like emotions? Does it want things? Is it sentient? Gotta ask all these questions, you know? Okay. Subject D7894, 24 years old. Diagnosis: first and second degree burns ranging throughout upper torso, left lateral, and right leg. D7894 sedated during testing. Yikes! SCP-2295 sews 2 5 by 5 meter sections of patchwork fabric. SCP-2295 cuts appropriately sized swatches and manually places 1 layer onto the subject's affected areas, creating multiple instances of SCP-22951, and then repeats this process. The created SCP-22951 layers act as a dermis and epidermis, and upon recovery, D7894 claims to have retained feeling in replaced skin. Subject makes a full recovery. That's amazing! Like he just puts it on top. But here's the thing. How does a bear use scissors? How does it sew? You know? Is it like My Little Pony style where like the scissor just attaches to like footnote 2? Oh, come on. Okay, we'll get there then. Yeah, like My Little Pony. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one. D2723, 18 years old, diagnosis cerebral hemorrhaging. That sucks. SCP-2295 grasps various materials in its proximity in a distressed state for approximately 1 minute. SCP-2295 then anonymously produces a... What? A... Oh my god. A Dove milk chocolate king-size candy bar and offers it to the subject. SCP-2295 spends rest of test embracing subject's lower right leg while anonymously producing a saline solution from its eyes? What? Anonymously produces a chocolate bar. So out of thin air, just chocolate bar comes into being and then offers to subject. And then spends rest of test embracing subject's lower right leg while anonymously producing a saline for... Oh, it's crying. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, it's crying. You're dead, so have some Chucky. Oh no. That's so sad, actually. Oh my god. It actually has feeling. Oh. That's precious. That's precious. Okay. Addendum 2295. Document 2295 was recovered, taped to SCP-2295 while inside the site of a crashed mail delivery vehicle. Document 2295 is a red get well card with the text Kairos the Bear written on the front cover. What? Inside of a crashed mail delivery vehicle? It was taped to 2295. So that's how they found it? Okay. To Tommy, because only time can mend all wounds. Love, Grammy. Oh, oh, my heart. That's so nice. That's so nice. That's amazing. Okay. Okay, here are the footnotes. 1. Materials have included yarn, textile, cloth, cotton, silk, and synthetic fiber, polyester, wool, and thread. How SCP-2295 is capable of the dexterity necessary for these actions is unknown. Therefore, it is My Little Pony styled using of tools. It just glue, you know? That one was really good. Oh my god. Is it bad I like the more wholesome ones? More than the scary ones? Where's 2295? 2295, here we go. Cute. I have a suggestion for another. Let's freaking go! Yes, yes, give me suggestion. Healing bear. And then cute one. 871. Sure. 871 is right here. Anything? Nothing. Okay, let's go read it. Okay. How do I search again? Right, I forget. I could just type it in the top, right? Yeah. Don't look at these things. 871. Is it 0871? Dang it, it's just 871. Okay. Which bear am I? Which bear am I? Am I the healing bear or am I the evil bear? I would like to think that I'm the healing bear. But I could be a bear-shaped vampire that emit high screeches and kill people or something. Yeah, it's also a possibility. Because they said they do look the same or similar in a way. So, you know. Anyway, what is this delicious thing that I would like to eat immediately? Wonder what horrible things will happen when I eat it. SCP-871. Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Each recurrence of SCP-871 is to be maintained within a separate locked concrete cell on a metal platter permanently affixed to the surface of an immovable wooden table. Each cell housing a reoccurrence of SCP-871 is to be monitored on a 24-hour basis via closed-circuit camera, with individual feeds checked every 15 minutes. What the heck? What? Each reoccurrence? So it just appears? Or there can be multiple of them? Okay. Interesting. Upon creation of an instance of SCP-871, Class D personnel are to be escorted by armed guards to its cell, where they are to be sealed with the instance and induced to consume it. No more than 1 hour may be spent performing this task. In cases where additional motivation is needed, termination of one of the Class D personnel assigned to an instance of SCP-871 is authorized. Wow. Okay. They kill them to eat it. On completion of the consumption of an instance, no participants may exit the cell until both they and the room have been thoroughly searched to confirm that no portions remain. The platter, table, and room are then to be cleaned in preparation for the next instance. Okay. So it only spawns in certain areas? Class D personnel who prove cooperative in the consumption of an instance of SCP-871 may volunteer to participate in additional consumptions. Personnel exhibiting exceptional usefulness may have their monthly termination postponed. Such personnel are under no circumstances to be allowed to interact with any other SCP object. No desserts of any kind are to be served on-site at any facility housing a reoccurrence of SCP-871. Okay, so we know the containment procedures. Okay, spoilers? I'm not looking then. Okay. Description. SCP-871 is a collection of 237 cakes. So many cakes! What the heck? Instances of SCP-871 vary widely in appearance and size, covering the entire range of foods described by humans as cake. Okay, so it could be many different cakes. Yeah, happy Halloween! Happy Ween, everybody! Happy Weening to all! Oh, heck, where was I? I got distracted by the weaning. Yeah. The smallest observed instance of SCP-871 is a miniature cupcake with a mass of 15 grams. The largest yet observed was a 22-kilogram Baumkuchen, measuring 2 meters in length. Wow. When any instance of SCP-871 is consumed by a human or a collection of humans, it is replaced approximately 24 afterward with a similar cake. This cake will appear on a flat surface in the vicinity of the location where the previous instance was eaten. What? Infinite cake glitch is real. If any of these cakes is subsequently damaged through any other means other than being eaten by a human, including being eaten by a non-human animal, it will be replaced instantaneously. Instances recreated in this manner maintain the schedule of the original instance. The mechanism by which instances of SCP-871 are replaced is currently unknown. What? Okay. Individual recurrences of SCP-871 have been observed to mutate over time, varying in minor characteristics between each instance, with larger changes occurring in roughly 5% of replacements. No deleterious effects. Deleterious? That is not real, right? Have been observed to result from the consumption of SCP-871, even in cases where several instances have been consumed, accepting those acceptable from eating large amounts of cake. Okay. Okay, so individual recurrences have been observed to mutate. Okay, so when it gets eaten, it changes slightly sometimes. But deleterious effects is kind of nuts. Okay. SCP-871's danger originates in the consequences of an instance not being eaten. Any instance of SCP-871 which is not consumed will cause a new cake to be created in its vicinity after 24 hours. While this is similar to its normal replacement behavior, the original instance will continue to exhibit these same properties, replicating if damaged and continuing to replace itself every 24 hours. This behavior has been observed in all cases where more than 10% of the mass of an instance remained unconsumed. As there are no known mechanism for halting SCP-871's replication, any uncontained instances could replicate exponentially, quickly becoming unmanageable. No maintainable plans for the containment of more than 20,000 instances of SCP-871 have yet been devised. It is estimated that an uncontrolled outbreak originating within a single instance could render the Earth uninhabitable within 80 days. I could see that. Cake will just consume everything. Every atom will turn into cake. And it seems like... Well, I don't really see a downfall. I mean, as long as you're super careful with it, you get a cake every day. And it doesn't say anything about what, like, if there's calories in it, or if it does anything other than being a normal cake. So, like, what if you eat it and it's, like, less calories than it would a normal cake? So it's like, And it has to be consumed by a human. And it could be so many different cakes. And it changes a little bit, varying in minor characteristics. You almost get a different cake every time. All you have to do is have a cake and then eat it every day. As long as you eat it on time every day, then nothing bad happens. Why do they have to have... You have a cake and eat it too. Exactly. So, I don't see what the big problem is. You know? And they have the entire department of D-class to spread the pastry wealth. Exactly. So why do they have to force the D-class to eat them? It's cake. They probably think it's like a trap or something, right? But it's just cake. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Like, it's just cake, bro. Eat it. Yummy, but could also destroy the world. Honestly, there are worse SCPs. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You choose cake every day. I wish I obtained cake every day. Yummy, 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 yum. Procedure 110. Oh, heck. Is that another one? Everyone says numbers, and I'm like, whoa. SCP? That's crazy. 871. That's 879. Oh my gosh. Jump scare. Jesus Christ. Okay. 871. Did I type in the wrong number? This is 879. Oh wait, that's not it. 871. Yeah. I see. I see. I was looking at the wrong thing. Whoopsie daisy. Infinite cake glitch. I call infinite cake glitch. Is SCP-001 on the list? Yes. I mean, we have so many. We have this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. There's so many 001s. Oh, you put P. You used to put peak in the comments. Jeez. I don't know if we'll be able to read it. It's actually really long. It's actually really long. So, you know, I want to do this one. It's only 34 words. Just a choose your own adventure thing? That's so crazy. It's 34. I'm just gonna copy and paste this into the thing. Okay. I'll add it to the list. Yeah! He procures the list. The SCP list. Let's see if I type this in right. Whoops! That is not it. Hold on. Paste. There we go. Come on. I did it! Oh god. SCP underscore 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 dash J. Object class blank. Special containment procedures in a box in my office. Description: it's a rock that makes you procrastinate. Addendum: probably mimetic or something. I'll finish writing this up later. Dr. Vague. That's really good. That's awesome. That's the best one so far. My favorite ones are mimetic. Because I love the word mimetic. The joke classification. What do you mean a joke? This is a real, serious SCP. Okay? And this is the best one. Wait, wrong one. This one. Procrastination jutsu. Nah, just procrastination. 55? I could do 55. Dang, you guys doing crazy stuff. Okay, 55. 930, that's not bad. I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. 55. Okay. I love 55. Okay, we're getting more loves from 55. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. What did I do wrong? Is it 055? Got it. I'm scared. Okay. SCP 055 or 055. Object class Keter. Special containment procedures. Object is kept within a 5 by 5 by 2.5 meter square room constructed of cement. 50 centimeter thickness, with a Faraday cage surrounding the cement walls. Okay. Okay. Access is via a heavy containment door measuring 2 by 2.5 meters, constructed on bearings to ensure door closes and locks automatically unless held open deliberately. Security guards are not to be posted outside SCP-055's room. It is further advised that all personnel maintaining or studying other SCP objects in the vicinity maintain a distance of at least 50 meters from the geometric center of the room, as long as this is reasonably practical. What? Within a 5 by 5.255 room. Meter room. Okay, that's not a big room, though. It's more of a box in a room at that point. Right? Of cement. With a 50 centimeter thickness, and a cage. Okay. Description. SCP-055 is a self-keeping secret, or anti-meme. Information about SCP-055's physical appearance, as well as its nature, behavior, and origins, is self-classifying. To clarify, how Site-19 originally acquired SCP-055 is unknown. When SCP-055 was obtained, and by whom, is unknown. SCP-055's physical appearance is unknown. Great. It is not indescribable or invisible. Individuals are perfectly capable of entering SCP-055's container and observing it, taking mental or written notes, making sketches, taking photographs, and even making audio and video recordings. An extensive log of such observations is on file. However, information about SCP-055's physical appearance leaks out of a human mind as soon after such observation. Individuals tasked with describing SCP-055 afterwards find their minds wandering and lose interest in the task. Individuals tasked with sketching a copy of a photograph of SCP-055 are unable to remember what the photograph looks like, as are researchers overseeing these tests. Security personnel who have observed SCP-055 via a closed-circuit television cameras emerge after a full shift exhausted and effectively amnesiac about events of the previous hours. Maybe it's just really boring to look at. Or like, yeah, it's just the most boring thing in the entire world. So they just don't care. So it's really similar to the other one that the joke one. It's really similar to that, almost. Who authorized the construction of SCP-055's containment room, why it was constructed in this way, or what the purpose of the described containment procedures may be, are all unknown. That is really interesting, though. Who authorized the construction? Ooh, what if it authorized its own construction? Why it was constructed in this way, or the purpose of the described containment procedures may be. Because the way it's described sounds like it's a museum for itself. You know? Because it ensure the door closes and locks automatically unless held open deliberately. So like people come and go. And it's like it has its own room. Room, quote unquote. Like a freaking box. But interesting, okay. Despite SCP-055's container being easily accessible, all personnel at Site-19 claim no knowledge of SCP-055's existence when challenged. All of these facts are periodically rediscovered, usually by chance readers of this file, causing a great deal of alarm. The state of concern lasts minutes at most, before the matter is simply forgotten about. A great deal of scientific data has been recorded from SCP-055 but cannot be studied. At least one attempt has been made to destroy SCP-055 or possibly move it from containment at Site-19 to another site, meeting failure for reasons unknown. It's probably met with failure because they forgot or got bored. Or, I don't know. That's it. Forgot or got bored. Those are the only two things. SCP-055 may present a major physical threat and indeed may have killed many hundreds of personnel, and we would not know it. Certainly, it presents a gigantic memetic/mental threat, hence its Keter classification. That's awesome, though. But it's really interesting that they were even able to write this much up about it. Because I imagine they would, like, type in a couple sentences and be like, actually, I don't want to do this anymore. Or like, what was I writing about? Haha, I don't know. What is this thing? I don't care. Anyway, and you guys want something for lunch? You know, like, something like that. Okay. Document 0551, an analysis of SCP-055. The author puts forward the hypothesis that SCP-055 was never formally acquired by, classified, and is in fact an autonomous or remotely controlled agent inserted at Site-19 by an unidentified third party for one or all of the following purposes: to silently observe or interfere with activities at Site-19, to silently observe or interfere with activities at other SCP locations, to silently observe or interfere with activities of humanity worldwide, to silently observe or interfere with other SCP objects, to silently observe or interfere with blank. That's probably like whoever acquired it, right? No action to counter any of these potential threats is suggested or indeed theoretically possible. Addendum A. Hey, if this thing is really an anti-meme, why doesn't the fact that it's an anti-meme get wiped? We must be wrong about that somehow. Wait a minute. What if we were to keep notes about what it isn't? Would we remember those? Bartholomew Hughes, NSA. What a cool guy. He's always coming up with the greatest things. He's onto something, though. Why doesn't the fact that it's an anti-meme get wiped? Yeah, and if they can remember it minutes at a time, I'd say that's enough to study it. At least a little bit. You know? Have you guys seen the movie Memento? I hate that movie. But have you seen it? Because the guy, you know, has notes and junk about what happened the last couple minutes to remember. And then that's all they have to do is... Do they even remember? Like, SCP-055 if they come across it again? Or are they just completely, like, have to get new information all over again? Because then that actually makes sense that they wouldn't be able to study it. Dang. Well. Alright. Okay, document 0552. Report of Dr. John Marachek. Survey team 19-005-127-BXE was successfully able to enter SCP-055's container and ascertain the appearance and, to some degree, nature of the object. Notes were taken according to the project methodology. Yeah, why don't they just go in there with a notepad and write it? Right? Excerpt from a transcript of the personnel debriefing follows. Dark Hughes. Okay, I'm gonna need to ask you some questions about number 55 now. Number what? SCP object for 5, the object you just examined. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think we have a 5-5. Okay then, blank. I'd like you to tell me about what you've been doing for the past 2 hours. What? I don't know. Okay then, do you remember that we all agreed that it wasn't spherical? That it wasn't... That what wasn't? Oh, right! It isn't round at all! Object 55 isn't round! So you remember it now. Well, no, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I know there is one. It's something you can't remember, and it's not a sphere. Wait a minute. What's not a sphere? Object 55? Object what? Oh my god. You remember agreeing that something wasn't shaped like a sphere? Oh, right. Oh my god, that's insane. Oh my god. That's the best. I love that though. Wait, organic memento mention. You've got to read the link story at the bottom. Don't worry, it's not like Memento. Okay. I want to put together an anti-memetic who's on first routine. Oh my god. Yes, please. That's really good. I don't know if she's ready for that. What the frick? What does that mean? This? What is this? Is this what they mean? It appears to be possible to remember what SCP-55 is not, negations of fact, to repeatedly deduce its existence from these memories. Personnel involved in Survey 19-055127-BXE reported moderate levels of disorientation and psychological trauma associated with cycles of repeated memories and forgetfulness of SCP-055. However, no long-term behavioral or health problems were observed, and psych assessments of survey personnel showed consistent reports of this distress fading over time. Okay, makes sense. Recommendations. It may be worthwhile to post at least one staff member capable of remembering the existence of SCP-055 to each critical site. But that's no one. No one is able to remember. So, you know. Unless there's a special one. It's Tale. Short story, not SCP format. I'm gonna just look at it. I'm probably not gonna read it, I'm gonna just look at it. You know? I just want to look at it. Oh, yeah. It's just a story. That's interesting. I can probably tag this and I might read it later. I guess I should create an SCP account with how much I've been reading in. It reads really cleanly. Oh, no way! You think this is like Memento? That's literally me. SCP-0309J real quick. Hold on. I need it, because you guys have said a lot of SCPs. I'm gonna... Okay, so after... Is 2928 long? Okay, so 2928, and what else was added that I haven't read? 953. I'm trying to get the ones that you guys have talked about in order. Added to the list? That's true, it is added to the list, but I want to see if I can hit them. So can you, like, mark them? 309J is very, very short. Okay. 300... 3? 3? Oh, it's not there. Oh, whatever. I'll look it up. They're all marked Rain submission right now. Oh, I see it. Okay. Cool, and thank you. Okay. I'll try... 309-J, correct? Huh? How do I delete articles? I accidentally hit save instead of save draft, and now this is posted. Oh my god. Okay, no, that's 100% a crazy joke. Anomalous event? It's marked as anomalous event. I feel like this one isn't very SCP related unless it's an SCP that makes you forget how to delete articles. SCP exclusively makes you forget to delete articles. Yeah, I know it's a joke, but come on, this is on the border. This is on the border of barely being a joke, okay? I get it. But give me a little bit, SCP. Say, SCP who makes me forget how to delete articles. And I have forgotten how to delete articles. Boom. 10 times better. Because I've seen this so much on Wattpad, legitimately, that I can't laugh at it anymore. Because of how many times I've seen people do this legitimately when writing fanfiction. It's insane. People go on there when they're like 7 to 8 years old trying to write a fanfiction and then posting something accidentally because they didn't know how it worked. Okay, maybe I really lowballed the age, but you get what I mean. 6496. Oh my goodness gracious. 646. Haha, 69. Funny number. Let's go. Okay. I should. Oh, I need to write these down. I need to write these down. Oh, frick. J. It's 309? 309. J. I have read it. Delete. Sure. You got 309. Aww. Well. You add them at the bottom? Grr. It should auto do it. It should auto do it. Okay? Like, I add where they're supposed to. It's supposed to auto sort. It's supposed to auto sort. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Okay. Next one. Wait, which one next? 26. Oh, here it is. Okay. I can do this one. 2298? Sure. Yeah, I might have to keep the word count a little lower than I thought. Like around 2,500 or something. Okay, 2298. 2298. Boom. What the freak is that? Okay, that's kind of scary, actually. What is that? Creature. Okay. SCP-2298. Object class Euclid. Isn't that spookier than Keter is? Special containment procedures. The shed housing SCP-2298 is to be relocated to Site-162's Euclid wing. It's in between safe and... Oh, okay, so it's safer then. Okay. The containment chamber is to be monitored via security cameras and motion detectors, which, when triggered, will automatically set off a medium threat level alarm. Motion detectors must be turned off remotely prior to entering the containment chamber. Great. So it's like a doll or something that moves. Routine surveys of SCP-2298 are to be conducted on bi-weekly basis, and any significant changes in behavior of SCP-22981 instances is to be reported. Great! This one also has a 22981. Oh boy. Okay. Description. SCP-2298 is a city block which occupies... Wait. It's a city... What? What? The shed housing SCP-2298. There's a shed that can house it, but it's a city block. Okay. City block which occupies the confines of a small shed in blank, Italy. The exterior of the shed, constructed of concrete, wood, and plaster, has a length of 3 meters with a width of 2.4 meters. As one enters the shed, they will find themselves exiting a building within SCP-2298. The block in question consists of 2 roads, Blank Avenue and Luminol Road, which intersect at the center of a block in 14 buildings of varying sizes and purposes. These include apartments, retail stores, a small supermarket, post office, and blank. What is blank? All materials in SCP-2298 are composed of plastic, rubber, latex, and/or resins. Ew. It's a dollhouse. Right? SCP-2298 covers a space of 94 square meters, right? And it appears to be boxed in. as the edges of the city block lead to solid plastic walls painted to look like a skyline. Further analysis reveals that the sky directly above SCP-2298 is also a ceiling placed 2 kilometers above ground level. Kilometers? Wait. I'm confused about the scale of this. Because 3 meters and 2.4 meters are small. How do you go inside it? Okay. You go inside it. And it's bigger? Bigger on the inside. Okay. Got it. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. When SCP-2298 is devoid of human activity, the sky has also been noted to change based on the time of day. Wholesome. Just like Minecraft! Well, yeah. SCP-22981 instances designate the 37 sentient polyester resin mannequins which inhabit SCP-2298. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. SCP-22981 instances do not appear animate. Animate. While humans or any recording devices are inside SCP-2298, but will change location at unknown intervals when the city is unobserved. The mannequins display only a vague awareness of human intervention within the city block. See addendum. It is theorized that when the city is observed, time within SCP-2298 is paused. Long-term study of SCP-2298 and SCP-22981 instances have shown patterns within individual mannequin behavior, suggesting that each one has a unique personality and even interpersonal relationships. Wonder if any of them walked in on them having mannequin segs. That's had to have happened at least once. Addendum 2298A on contact with SCP-2298 instances was attempted through a survey by the Foundation front company S&C Plastics. 26 copies of the survey were delivered. Text is below. Hi, we are a research team at SNC Plastics conducting a product survey. We would greatly appreciate if you entered our questions and returned this letter to your local post office. Doing so will allow us to provide a better experience with our products and give you, as the consumer, more value with every purchase. What is your full name? Are you male or female? Female. How old are you? Have you ever heard of SNC Plastics? Would you consider buying SNC Plastics products in the near future? What is your current town of residence? On a rate from 1 to 10, how well do you rate your reaction to change? Okay. Do you believe in the paranormal? Please explain why or why not. Oh my god. Only 3 of the 26 SCP-22981s filled out the survey and returned it to the post office. On collection, the surveys had changed from paper sheets to plastic ones. Transcripts of them can be found below. This is great. Okay. Including both organic substances such as food, technology, and personal computers. Relative to the incidences of SCP-22981, SCP-2298, and instances of SCP-2291 were frozen in place, but time does not actually stop. Okay. Did not mean to say that. That's okay. So I'll read that one after this one. One of the remaining decommissioned articles. A really bad SCP would be posted to the site, and another more established author would take it upon themselves to either kill or explain away the anomaly, usually in a crude way. Aww. S6469 is left because the edit is largely harmless. They did away with the practice years ago because it's super mean. It really is. That's really mean. I can't even imagine. So like imagine you want to make an SCP, you make an SCP, you post it, and you're like, I'm really proud and I did a good job and it's really good and I'm really happy. And then you go on the next day and find out that someone disproves your SCP in the most high quality professional manner. That is the worst. Like, they're using their writer powers for evil. Like, that is the worst thing you could do with good writing skills. You know? Make people feel bad about their creativity. Like, okay. I'm glad that they don't do that anymore, though. That's insane. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna read these, though. Because they're probably not gonna be super long. Look at these questions. What is your full name? A? Blank blank. Female or female? Male. How old are you? 26. Have you heard of SNC Plastics? No. Would you consider buying SNC Plastics products? No. What is your town of residence? I live in the USA. Oh my god. Wait. What if it's a... Okay, idea. It's a replica of a real place with a replica of the real people who live there. On a rate from 1 to 10, I would exchange 6.5. Do you believe in the paranormal? Yes, there was this one time a few years ago when everything in my friend's house got moved around during the night. Spooky stuff. Spooky stuff. I wonder why only 3 of the 26 surveys filled out. You know, that makes a lot of sense. When you think of actual surveys, I think only 10% of surveys actually get filled out. And I'm one of them. I'm one of the 10% because I like filling out surveys. Yeah. Another one. Full name, blank, male, female, 38, no. Yeah, I don't think anyone's heard of this place. Maybe? I'm not sure what you make. It's a blank, New Hampshire. Wow. Okay. Wait. New Hampshire. That's NH. Okay. New Hampshire. How do you rate reaction to change to? Do you believe in paranormal? Yep. Kind of feels like everyone in this town has a story about how something weird and unexplainable has happened to them. Or it could be a Black Mirror thing where somebody, or like the SCP is the area and they all got transported or transplanted, removed from the world and put into the block. Maybe. And they didn't know. And they still don't know. And they think it's real. Okay. I'm just finding stuff out. Not comfortable sharing this with you. Email field mail 43. Nice acronym? What does that mean? What? Would you consider buying SNC Plastics? No, because that company doesn't exist. Of course, we both know that, don't we? What the frick? SNC Plastics is just SCP. Oh. So does that mean this person knows that they're an SCP or what? They were nowhere, yeah. Okay. What is your current town of residence? Blank, New Hampshire. Why do you need to know? On a rate of 1 to 10, how would you rate your reaction to change? Depends on the kind. You believe in the paranormal? The door opens both ways. Okay. Yeah, they were nowhere. They were nowhere. They, following those containment procedures were heavily revised. Yeah. Speaking of knowers, I'm adding a tail to the list. Oh, okay. As long as you notify that it is a tail. But this is crazy. So this person definitely knows. But why don't they just put in a thing, like a note to them being like, hello, do you realize that you are all plastic? Do you know what a human is? Like, are you aware? Like, what year is it right now? I feel like there could have been better questions that they could have asked. Like, they could have done a real company as asking, because maybe they're aware of real companies that do exist. Very interesting. They could have done better questions, but good. Still good. 2298. 2298. Very good, very good. What do you call this? What would I call this? I don't know what I would call this. City block? City block. forgot to rate 5-5. Frick. Mannequin Town. True, Mannequin Town works too. 5-5. Not a sphere. Oh, right. I haven't even done ratings. It's good. It's good. Both are good. Mannequin Town creeps me out, but I like the idea behind it and theorizing about it. Like, it feels like it could be a Black Mirror episode, you know? I do like this sphere because it is mimetic. I love mimetic stuff. I love mimetic stuff. Wait, hold on a second. What is this? What is this one? Word count. Death, 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 death. What does this mean? What? What does that mean? Also, look at this word count. 25,000? Yikes. Oh my god. Okay, let's do the 6469. 6469. Boom. Baby. Baby. Before reading 1471, and you should maybe not do on stream. Scary. What? It freaked you up? That's scary. Wait. Why? You DM me or something. Why can't I do it on the stream? That's scary. What the heck? Oh, it's a D because it's decommissioned. Okay. SCP-6469-D. Object class decommissioned. Special containment procedures archived. There's no known way of tracking SCP-6469 or predicting its next manifestation. All containment efforts are focused on amnesticizing witnesses and mitigating any public associations with SCP-6469 with major disasters or deaths. Only known photo of SCP-6469. Ebby. What? Tracking or predicting. All containment. Okay, so mitigating public associations. Okay, so just stopping people from knowing about it, I guess. Description. Archived. SCP-6469 is an infant. Infant child appearing to be approximately 6 to 12 months old, though its true age is unknown. SCP-6469 will manifest shortly prior to immense tragedies or disasters, both artificial and natural. It will typically, though not always, manifest in public areas in the presence of several individuals. Notably, it seems to prefer religious institutions, though it seems to bear no preference towards any particular faith. It will occasionally also undergo physiological changes, such as growing horns, emitting light or sound, speaking in various languages, or emitting blood from its orifices. Why? Why would it do this? Why? These characteristics may be inaccurate, as the only evidence for them are eyewitness accounts from individuals suffering trauma at the aftermath of an unprecedented tragedy. Okay. Although in many cases such changes are consistent across reports, providing credibility to these claims. I see. Okay. Beyond this, most of SCP-6469's characteristics are unknown, including its relationship to the disasters it heralds. While uncertain, it is considered likely that SCP-6469 may be the cause of these events. What? Okay. Alright. The baby that causes disasters. Ebo baby. Addendum 6469.1. On the night prior to the official commissioning of Area 137, SCP-6469 manifested in Director Calvin Bolt's office, where Bolt happened to be present finalizing relevant documentation. Director Bolt is at his desk filling out forms. SCP-6469 manifests on the floor of his office, although Bolt does not initially notice. SCP-6469 begins undergoing major metamorphic changes. SCP-6469. Oh my god. Attento, Calvin Bold. Oh my god, is this freaking Italian? Okay. Translated from Italian. Beware, Calvin Bold. This time is at hand wherein your ambitions reach fruition. But this I say, only tragedy shall sprout from... Bold notices SCP-6469 and recalls in shock. Ew, what is that? Bold sprints to the child and kicks it with full force into the wall, instantly killing it. Oh my god. That is... Okay. Okay, is this what was added afterward? The addendum? Oh my god. Ultimately, no disciplining measures were acted as the response was considered appropriate to a sudden breach in security. The commissioning of Area 137 continued as planned, and SCP-6469-D's remains were eventually contained therein. That's insane! I don't think it's bad, though. Like, this isn't bad. It's not bad. Like, it's stereotypical and just a tad war, but I wouldn't say it's bad. This one is hilarious. Okay, so 1471 is the furry that scared you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not reading that one. I still think I'm not ready for that. It's like, it's the reason I can't freaking read stuff like that or play games like that, I think, is because right next to me, I see a door with darkness. You know? And if I look at it, I'll see it. I'll see it in the door. And I don't like that. So. But 6469. Good. I'm gonna call it Apocalypse Baby. 6469. Apocalypse Baby. Can you close it? But close what? Apocalypse Baby. Yes. Door? No. I can't close the door. Because then my kitty would be upset. Because 6469, a baby! Yeah. I guess not apocalypse baby, it'd be like tragedy baby. Tragedy baby. I can't spell. Tragedy. Because you know, when you close a door, the cat will meow and be like, meh, 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 I went outside. And then you open the door, and then you close the door, and now the cat go, meow, 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 I want back inside. And it just will go constantly unless I have the door open. And the door is very dark. Maybe, what if I turn the light on? So it's not dark. Wow. Brain blast. Maybe that will work. I could just turn on the light so it's not dark out there. And then that solves the problem. Okay. I will think about this. Okay, what's next? Oh, frick. Do we have anything on the 2718? 2718. This one is labeled death. 4,000? Okay, that's a bit much. That's a bit too long. Yeah, that might be too long. 4,000 is gonna take maybe... I'd say like 1,000 takes 10 minutes to read, so that would be like 44 minutes. Is captivating. Yeah. I love ones like that. I do. Maybe I should do one really, really long one. Well, not really long, but I should do one long one, maybe. Peas! Peas! Oh, since you said it so cutely. Maybe. According to my word count website, speaking time is 30 minutes. Oh. Longer? When days break? Dude, when days break is long! It's so long. It's too long. Sadly. Maybe I could do a long SCP day sometime. 610 has no conclusion. No conclusion. Oh, that's 7,000. Holy moly. What does this mean? Delete. Oh, I remember now. I can't believe I just forgot this one and I remember. I have a shorter one. 089. Sure. We could do that one. Whatever that one is. 719M4J. We need more joke ones. Joke ones are so funny. This is supposed to be Halloween spooky, but I can't even handle that. 719M4. Oh, my pen stopped working. No! Okay, we're good, actually. 719M4J. Dude, my freaking notepad looks like a schizo because it's red ink and all these random numbers. What do you mean pen jump scare? What do you mean pen jump? Oh, I should post a picture of my pen. You guys would love to see my pen. It's a syringe. All the blood inside is dried up, sadly. It used to be flowing liquid, but it's not anymore. Anyway. Right. 89. Ow, sacrifice. Whoa, hold on. These two are the exact same word count? That's kind of wild. Okay. 89. Ah! It's 089, not 89. Yippee. What is that creature? Okay. SCP-089. Euclid, see below. Special containment procedures. SCP-089 is stored in a special shipping container at Site-36, sorry, and monitored for locution events? I don't know what that is. Mobile Task Force, MU, probably. 89, consisting of personnel with advanced training in linguistics, psychology, and tactical diplomacy, has been established in order to respond to such locution events. Upon the recurrence of a locution event, Mobile Task Force MU-89 is to translate and interpret the locution as to identify the primary subjects of that triggering. Huh. Okay. Here designated as SCP-089A and SCP-089B. Locution is speaking. What is speaking? Oh, it's the action of speaking. Okay, I thought you meant locution is speaking like it was a person. Like, okay. Okay, so, I see. So it'll just speak sometimes. Designated as SCP-089A and SCP-089B. Then execute Protocol M8, which consists of the following steps. Transport SCP-089 to SCP-089A's location and explain Protocol 8 to SCP-089B. What? Wait, what? Translate and interpret the location so as to identify the primary subjects of the triggering. Oh. But it doesn't say what triggers it. So it's a thing that triggers it? Or the location that triggers it? Okay. After transportation to SCP-089B's location in order to perform Protocol M8. Okay, so these are just locations. They should do redacted for locations, not like this, because this makes it feel like it's like a separate entity created from it. Well, I guess it would be SCP-0891 then, right? They're people. Okay. Okay. So 2 people are randomly chosen to execute Protocol M8. Okay. At such time as SCP-089B is prepared to voluntarily execute Protocol M8, render to SCP-089B any assistance as SCP-089B may request in connection with SCP-0898B performing the following actions. Inserting SCP-089-A into the cavity together with inflammable materials such as oiled wood or charcoal, then igniting them. Great. The successful execution of Protocol M8 requires the voluntary compliance of SCP-089-B in a sober and uncoerced state. Likewise, SCP-089-A must be conscious and alert during the execution of the protocol. It is recommended that SCP-089-B be restrained, although not sedated, following ignition as to avoid interference with the completion of the protocol, as the process is extremely painful and fatal to SCP-089-A. Great. What? So, it has to be voluntary for B and uncoerced. Okay. If SCP-089-B refuses to voluntarily execute Protocol M8 in accordance with the aforementioned specifications, MTF-MU-89 is to explain the prospective consequences of failing to successfully complete the protocol and make every effort to persuade SCP-089-B to cooperate. But uncoerced. But they're persuading, which is coercion. So they've already failed, right? If MTF-MU-89's best efforts to so persuade SCP-089-B are unsuccessful, SCP-089 is to be designated as Keter class. Protocol M9 is to be executed. Oh boy. Persuading is not coercing. I feel like it is. What is coercing then? Because I thought they were the same thing. Yeah. The use of intimidation threats or mind-altering drugs or intoxicants in an effort to affect SCP-089-B's free will in any attempt to complete Protocol M8 without SCP-089-B's participation or voluntary cooperation, or otherwise other than as described, are strictly prohibited since these measures invalidate the attempted completion of the protocol and are known to intensify the severity of the attendant Type S event. That's crazy. Aw. I may send you to the Internet Archive page so you may pass it on. Oh, that's sad. What happened to it? You're letting it live on in memory. It is also recommended, although not required on part of Protocol M8, to cause the execution of Step 2 of Protocol M8 to be accompanied by the sounding of horns and percussion instruments, as doing so may mask the sounds made by SCP-089-A during the execution of the protocol. Yeah, the sounds. Okay. I'm trying to... It's like, does A have to be voluntary either? Must be conscious and alert. Okay. So, but they don't have to be wanting to do it. Okay. B has to volunteer, but not A. Okay. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Upon a successful execution of Protocol M8, the related Type S event generally begins to abate within 7 hours. Interesting. Type S event. Description. Oh my god, all of that is containment procedures. That's crazy. Description. SCP-089 is glazed earthenware statue approximately 3 meters in height, depicting a winged bull-headed humanoid with an open mouth. The front of the statue's torso is hinged and can be opened from the top to reveal a cavity, approximately 0.6 cubic meters in volume, and can be locked from the outside. The rear of the statue bears an inscription in a Canaanite language, possibly Punic. The statue dates from approximately the 2nd century BCE. On infrequent occasions, sometimes separated by periods in excess of a century, the statue speaks. The mechanism by which these sounds are made is not understood, and the mouth of the statue does not move. The statue's locutions are in a Canaanite language, probably the same language as the inscription. and consist of the name or a description of SCP-089-A, a demand for Protocol M8 to be accompanied together with instructions for doing so, and a description of the attendant Type S event in a figurative language. In a figurative language? Okay, got it. Each locution event is followed within a period of 3 to 11 days by the commencement of a Type S event meeting the description given in the locution event, unless Protocol M8 has already been completed. Each Type S event is an epidemic, natural disaster, mass hysteria involving genocide or other massacres, or other event involving extensive damage to property and loss of human lives over a period of time that continues until Protocol M8 is successfully completed. Great. So it will continue forever until it's done. But it doesn't say anything about who SCP-089-B is. It just says who A is. Yeah. What? Okay. Hold on, my cat might step on my power. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Is explained. Okay, good. Let's see. In the case of each documented locution event, the attendant Type S event, while significant, is limited to a geographic area that does not directly affect SCP-089-B. This has, in some documented cases, resulted in the pendency of a Type S event for an extended duration of time due to SCP-089-B's unawareness of SCP-089 or Protocol M8, or to SCP-089-B's unwillingness to undertake Protocol M8 in order to arrest the Type S event. Haha, got it. For each locution event, SCP-089-A is a healthy, unblemished human infant or child between 8 months and 6 years of age. Oh, that's... Oh my god, that's insane, actually. Holy... Wow. And SCP-089-B is that the child's natural mother. In all documented cases at the time of locution event, SCP-089-A and B are each alive and healthy and experience a strong bond of trust and affection with each other. Oh my god. Following SCP-089-B's placement of SCP-089-A in the cavity and the ignition of the inflammable materials, SCP-089-A will burn and be destroyed over a period of 2 to 5 hours. 2 to 5 hours? Dude. It does not take that long. But it's inflammable materials! Oh, God. So it's like, it maximizes the pain. But, like, in reality, it'll die fairly quickly, you know, in most cases, but, oh, that's not good. That's pretty bad. I've never actually, had my stomach drop in a freaking SCP before. That's crazy. Addendum 1. Memo to file from Dr. Garcia. While the role of SCP-089 is actually causing Type S events is unclear, experience has demonstrated that the prompt and precise application of Protocol M8 is effective in limiting the damage that they do. Dr. Patel speculated that SCP-089 does not cause Type S events, but merely anticipates them and provides a means to mitigate their effects. Okay. Something like this should be known to the world that could happen, you know? That something will do an event, and if this person is murdered, it will stop. But it's like every... how long? Infrequent occasions, sometimes separated by periods in excess of a century. Yeah, so... very infrequently. But if it is documented so much, you know, I feel like people would catch on to, like, it working eventually. And this would just be a thing that the world has to deal with at that point. And people should be more, not accepting, but just understanding of stopping tragedy, even though that is literally horrible. Okay. Addendum number 2. Partial list of documented Type S events that were terminated by names of Protocol M8, inclusive of documented completions of Protocol M8 that predate the Foundation's acquisition of custody of SCP-089 follows. Oh hey, the murder statue told us that it's time for another global manhunt. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, they wouldn't just say it outright like that. I feel like it would be a secret thing for the most part. Like, it would be public that the thing will happen. You know? A thing will happen, somebody needs to die, and we're going to find them and take care of it. You guys don't have to worry about it, okay? You don't have to worry about it. And then they'll go and they'll find them and they'll put a stop to it, and then it'll be like, yippee, it's over. Because they'll trust the government to do what they're supposed to do, and no one has to be a vigilante about it. Right? It'll be fine. It'll work great. No, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I love trusting the government. See? I trust my SCP... Well, what are they even called? SCP Foundation. Yeah, I trust those guys. They're cool. They wouldn't do me harm. You know? Unless you're a D-class or whatever. Date of locution, March 21st, 1788. Description of Type S event and locution event. The flames shall consume their houses, yea, and their markets, and their temples, and all of their dwelling places, they shall be destroyed. Type S event, fire in the city of blank blank. Protocol M8 completed on day 29 after locution event. 66% of the city's buildings were destroyed. That sucks. December 2nd, 1850. Description of Type S event. The false prophet shall gather the multitude unto him and cast them against the princes. They shall each of them be slain and their fields made barren. Type S event. Large-scale, messianic-based peasant uprising. Peasant uprising? Is that a bad thing? Outcome. Protocol M8 completed on day 1363 after a locution event. Massacres associated with the uprising and its suppression and attendant agricultural collapse account for at least blank million casualties. Is this... Hold on. Is this trying to talk about something that... Are these things... So, trying to talk about things that actually happen? Or are they just being, like, making stuff up? But I guess it says it will stop it, but it doesn't say how. So maybe it ends by, like, the peasants having what they want good. And it doesn't always have to end in, like, you know. Sounds like the Boxer Rebellion in China. Right. That was decades later. Yeah. Okay. Guys, the murder statue told us that there's not time for another global manhunt, or else we get to eat the 1%. What? No. I mean, sure, but unrelated, you know? Date of locution, November 23rd, 1951. Type S event. The earth shall tremble and the seas shall rise and be cast against the earth. The mountain shall vomit fire, its voice shall be darkness and death. Type S event. Earthquake and volcanic eruption. Protocol M8 executed within 31 hours of locution event. No tsunami resulted, although geological models had anticipated that one would occur from a seismic event in that area. No fatalities. Woo! Yay! No fatalities. No, wait, it's a typing rebellion, it's real. Yeah. I was like, this sounds real. You know? It's like, I feel like I remember hearing something like that. This one's probably also real sometime. I mean, if only it didn't blank blank, you know? Okay, next. November 7th, 1970. Description of type S event and location event. The rain shall scour the earth and sweep away man and his beasts and all his work. The deluge shall take them all. Cyclone in blank. Protocol M8 executed on day 49 after locution event. Casualties from flooding, disease, and starvation estimated at blank thousand. Okay, what is this? Flooding, disease, and starvation? Cyclone. But how can a cyclone go on for that long? Like, I guess the disease from the cyclone could, but it would stop eventually, right? Like, why would it not just stop? Because it would just stop realistically. The cyclone will stop. And then nothing would happen. But, posture check, thank you. And hydration, God bless. Thank you. But the damage still persists. But like, how? The only way I could see the damage persisting, like no matter what, is if like a new disease popped up like from the remnants or something like that. I could see that happening. And then, oh no, big epidemic, everyone is dead because we didn't do Protocol M8. So, it says disease and starvation. Yeah, but I figured that just happens. I didn't know how is that like associated with the cyclone. But maybe I just don't know how stuff works, so. Bruh. What? It's a cyclone. You could grow food after that, right? Right? You can still find food. Clearly not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works, I guess. I've never been in that situation, so I wouldn't know, you know. But, you know, now I think about it, I guess water doesn't, like, just go away after a cyclone or a hurricane. It kind of just stays there. I forget. Basic amenities were destroyed, combining minor injuries with the inability to properly care for wounds. Most deadly. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But, like, when you take into account, like, minor injuries with the inability to proper care for wounds, it would stop because the people in that area would die. You know? So how would it, if M8 was never done, how would it go to the rest of the world? Or just, how would it just keep going forever? Because, like, imagine all of these events taking place for the longest period possible if M8 had not been done. Among Us! Among Us, yes. The cyclones are among us. Now this is crazy, actually. This is actually insane, actually. Oh wait, hold on. India collapses, maybe? Yeah, but what about, like, but India isn't the world. It's a part of it. But how would that one cyclone... I guess it would be like a ripple effect, right? This affects this, affects this, you know? But yeah, this is crazy. April 4th, 20 blank. Description of typus event. Data expunged. Typus event. Data expunged. Outcome. Ongoing. Protocol M8 not yet executed. That's crazy. Well. Looks like we gotta do something about that. Don't we? Everyone get your pitchforks. Get your torches. We got some stuff to do. You know? Somebody's gotta stop all the terrible things happening. It might as well be these random people from Twitch, right? Just like America isn't the world, but we're all gonna be on the edge of our seats until until Protocol M8 is enacted. True. The kid is probably an adult now. You're right. You're right. Wait. What if it goes on for so long that the person dies? And then there's no longer that. Like, what if the mom dies? And there's no longer the B person. What happens then? Does it just stop? Because that means it will go on for a definite amount of time. It wouldn't be indefinite. Because as soon as the mom dies, or the kid dies, it will stop. You're just probably posting on Twitter. True. It started in 20 blank blank. So, you know. I wish it did 21 blank, but... Wait. Hold on. Events that happened on April 4th. Guys, what happened on April 4th in the 2000s? What the? Did I hear? No, that's not the 2000s though. 2000. Government of South Korea orders some 85% of the country's livestock market closed in an attempt to end an outbreak of foot and mouth disease. Okay. After 27 years of fighting, the signed a ceasefire agreement, ended country civil war. Cool. Died at age of 7. Aw, sad. Huh. Interesting. 2010. Earthquake on US-Mexico border, killing 2. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. They founded Microsoft? Yeah, I guess so. But it had to be 2000 plus. So, I don't know. Nothing crazy that I'm seeing happen on April 4th. So that's good. Right? Nothing bad has ever happened on April 4th. Right? Nothing bad has ever happened. I think child sacrifice is a sacrifice. Maybe it just hasn't happened yet. But it has. It says it has. It says ongoing, which means the event is happening right now. Which whatever event it is. Wait, hold on. Idea. When was this posted? Last edited 21 days ago. So, it was ongoing as of 21 days ago. Maybe it stopped. You know? Are you pro ritual sacrifice or anti? Well, it depends, you know? It depends, really. I would be anti-ritual sacrifice most of the time, but I am pro if there's no other option, you know? I'm not gonna be ritual sacrificing people willy-nilly, but if it comes to it, it comes to it, you know? Can't really do much about it other than abide by them religious silly rules, you know? Silly all rules. That's a good one though. I really like the way that one was done. That one was actually scary in a way that didn't make me terrified, but it was like the good scary where like, ooh, I'm scared, you know? That was good. That was good. Read the funny one I DM'd you? Fine. Fine. Hello? Oh, coming up on 2 hours. Whoa! Oh, I love the ones that have this, like, professional stuff with it. That's so good. Dang, they really did delete it. What the frick? Joke. No! Oh my god, I saw one word. Oh my god. No. No. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Item 719M4-J. Containment class Euclid. Disruption class Eki. Risk class critical. Level 2 restricted. I see it. I see it. Read the number closely. I see it. I see it. Cheater, don't read ahead. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Okay. Special containment procedures. SCP. Do I have to say the whole thing, or can I say what it actually says? SCP-719-M4-J is to be contained within a standard humanoid containment chamber at all times. The chamber must be equipped with soundproofing system to prevent SCP-719-M4-J from verbally communicating with personnel or other SCP entities. All communication with SCP-719-M4-J must be conducted in writing. Audio recordings of SCP-719-M4-J are strictly prohibited. Under no circumstances are personnel allowed to enter SCP-719-M4-J's containment chamber without proper ear protection. Additionally, SCP-719-M4-J's containment chamber must be inspected and maintained on a regular basis to ensure the soundproofing system is functioning properly. Description: SCP-7194-M4-J resembles a human male in his late 20s, with no discernible physical abnormalities. SCP-719-M4-J possesses the anomalous ability to generate a lethal effect through the delivery of ligma jokes. Ligma jokes are a form of humor that relies on the homophonic similarities between the words ligma and ligmai. You don't have to say yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have to. It's written, I have to. I love explaining the joke. I love explaining the joke. Typically, the joke involves someone asking a question involving the word ligma, commonly as a reference to a fictional disease, in order to deceive or trick someone into mentioning or inquiring about the term. Upon the listener inquiring about the nature of ligma, the joke teller usually responds with a punchline, ligma balls, lick my balls, the humor deriving from the crude nature of the response. Whenever SCP-719-M4-J tells a ligma joke and delivers the punchline, the recipient of the joke spontaneously passes away through varied unusual means. The cause of death have seemingly no correlation to the joke and are often exceedingly bizarre or unconventional, often defying the laws of physics. Some victims have experienced heart attacks, strokes, sudden aneurysms, or severe allergic reactions, while others have undergone major bodily changes or have simply ceased to exist. SCP-719-M4-J also possesses a potent mimetic effect that compels individuals to hear its ligma jokes to respond to them regardless of their wishes or intentions. This mental compulsion has been observed to override even the strongest wills, rendering affected individuals unable to resist the impulse to engage with SCP-719-M4-J's jokes. SCP-719-M4-J has so far refused to provide any motive for the dissemination of the aforementioned jokes. Further research is required to establish the exact nature of these anomalous abilities. Wow. Why have they talked with it? Because if they know it's able to do this, and people are unable to fight back responding, then why engage with it in the first place? Refuse to provide any motive. Oh, that's why they only talk via in writing. That makes sense. Audio recordings are prohibited. Yeah, okay. Why you wish that what? Incident log. SCP-719-M4-J's containment breaches. Containment breaches? How? How did he freaking breach containment? Oh my god. SCP's involved. SCP-719-M4-J and SCP blah. Another S1. What? Date and time, 2024, 04/12. Is this when it happened? Is this when the incident happened on Twitch? With Ninja? Oh my god. Or is this Ninja himself? No, it's not. Maybe. Probably. Site 17. Site 17 experienced a containment breach due to major structural damage and power outage caused by SCP blank. This allowed SCP-719-M4-J to breach containment. As Foundation personnel evacuated, SCP-719-M4-J remained in the hallways adjacent to its containment unit, so it just sat outside. No, that was like 2019 or 2020. Oh, okay. Well, what unfortunate that it took them this long to write this. Begin log. Approaching Agent Smith. Hey, you. Ever heard of Ligma? Agent Smith. No. What's Ligma? Wait, please don't. Ligma balls. Following this exchange, Agent Smith crunches his chest and immediately collapses onto the floor. SCP-719-M4-J walks toward and observes his body for an extended period of time. Dabbing. Got him. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's actually so good. Why is it deleted? SCP-719-M4-J turns his attention to the opposite end of the hallway. Dr. Pate is seen running away in a panicked manner. SCP... It's so sad. It's so sad Dr. Bright died of Ligma. Stops in his tracks. Who the hell is Dr. Bright? Wait. Oh. So he got him the other way. He didn't say anything about Ligma. He didn't say anything about Ligma. Okay. Okay. But why did he die if he didn't say anything about Ligma? So you don't even have to say anything. You just have to respond. Okay. Extending its arm towards Dr. Pate. Let's say it's Ligma balls. Oh my god. Dr. Pate undergoes spontaneous combustion and disintegrates into a pile of ash. SCP-719-M4-J begins calmly walking down the hallway. As SCP-719-M4-J turns the corner and encounters researchers Johnson. Why did the Ligma cross the road? What's a Ligma? Oh dear, is that thing Joe warned me about? Who's Joe? End log. Wow. Notice from the Foundation Records and Information Security Administration, SCP-719-M4-J has been reclassified as neutralized. You know? That actually makes a lot of sense. So I'm okay with this one getting deleted, because it makes sense that it has been neutralized. Because no one talks about Ligma anymore. Version of this where someone says, "Did you hear Steve Jobs died of Ligma?" And they respond, "Who's Steve Jobs?" And they get exploded. That's so good. That's so good. I feel like there could be many variants of this. No, he died of being Joe Mahmoud. I swear to God. I can't believe we're really talking about this in the year 2025. Oh, there's so many variants of this, though. There's Ligma, there's Joe Mama. What is the current one? The current one of just a stupid joke like this. Not Skibbity. There's another one. There's a current one happening right now. What is it? No, Alpaca, I'm not saying that out loud. That's not what it is. What is it, though? A current joke that people are saying right now that's a variant. Yeah! Yeah! Like the stupid freaking 6-7. It's like that. It's like that. Yeah, something like that. But you could just insert that into this. I feel like, look, this is really good. This is really good. But I feel like it could have gone a little further with, like, specificity. I can't. Specificity. I can't say it. Can somebody... Specificity. Oh, I really can't. No, I can do it. Give me a second. Oh. Specificity. 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 Got it. Got it. Specificity. Of the actions. Of, like, what causes it to happen. DM'd you a quick video? No. Fine.
It's so sad Steve Jobs died of ligma.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Ligma balls.
Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. They should put this linked on the SCP page. That's pretty good. I don't think SCPs need to explain everything. Ah, that's true. They don't need to explain everything. But I like when they do. You know? I need to... Well, they don't need to explain everything. I just need to explain a little bit more. Just a teeny little bit. You know? Because I don't see the correlation into what triggers the happening. You know? Is it the saying of ligma? Is it the ignition of the joke? Or, God forbid, men simply have mysterious powers. Actually wrote an SCP? Oh, that's awesome! You should send it. I don't have to read it on joke, but, I mean, on joke? On stream. But, I would like to read it as well. If you just wanna... Would you mind if we read it on stream? Or, like, we could read it off stream. That works too. We do need something to end off stream with. Is it spooky? How spooky is it? Sure, go for it. Let's go! Let's go! No freaking way! Hold on. How spooky is it? 1 to 10. How spooky? It doesn't seem long. Okay, cool. Epic. Cool. Epic. More sad than spooky. May need a couple reads. What does that mean? 8, 2, 4, 8. Ooh! Spooky! Spooky! That's spooky. Okay, let's put it in though. Where is it? 8248. Aw. Insert row. Hold on. Insert row above. Perfect. 8248. Okay. And then I'll just put yes because I'm reading it right now. Okay. There it is. Okay. Wait, explained! Okay, so it's like multiple or something? Okay. SCP-8248. Special Containment Procedures. 14 members of Foundation personnel are assigned to take care of SCP-8248. These personnel are tasked with incentivizing SCP-8248. Take social risks that encourage career advancement, develop a personal romantic friendships, and its hobbies. SCP-8248 is not to be made aware of this fact, and personnel may be replaced as needed to properly integrate into SCP-8248's environment. Preventative phrases of encouragement are to be used regularly toward and nearby SCP-8248. These positive reinforcements are useful in mitigating and, in some cases, wholly preventing its destructive tendencies. Below is a list of phrases proven effective at maintaining normalcy. I knew you'd give it your all. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. That's the spirit, champ. You can do anything. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh my god. That's amazing. Description. SCP-8248 is a human male born 5/6/98. Wait, so it's a real person. Currently employed by their own lemonade stand at the student store at Kirkland, Wisconsin State University as their youngest adjunct professor. That's crazy. Oh, okay. SCP-8248 possesses infinite potential and limitless energy. Limitless energy. Okay. So not to depress. SCP-8248 demonstrates severely destructive behavior without adequate foundation support on standby. Notable incidents have included 14 JK, 15 data expunged, 112 severe laceration resulting data expunged, 2 full teams of data expunged. Okay, so it just needs to be satiated, I guess. Okay. Addendum 1. Security footage excerpt. Ooh, fun. 5/6/24, back office of... Wait! Human male. So he will die. Eventually. And the SCP... I always forget that some SCPs can die. I always view them as like... as like always existing entities. But I forgot. What's Culver's? I don't know either. So, I am American, I don't know. I assume it's like, I don't know, I could probably look it up if it's real. I don't know if it's real though. Maybe it's different countries' stuff. Note. Agent Wilkins is currently undercover as local covers manager. Oh, he's undercover! Fred Watkins. Oh my god. Covers a popular chain restaurant in the Midwest United States. Really? Wow, I guess I've just never heard of it. Midwest, yeah, I guess I've never been there. I'm in the South. So, we got Whataburger. So I guess that'll be my equivalent. Because you're on the clock. Can we discuss this ever close? No, you're not listening to me. You're speaking nonsense, Pat. I know you've got through a hell of a lot more than I could. I'm not putting up with this. Say it then. Call me a failure. Tell me there's nothing I can't do. Anything. Now, come on. We both know it isn't fair to. Fine, I quit. I can't do this anymore. SCP-8248 exits the office. Pat, you can't just... Agent Wilkins falls behind SCP-8848. I'm worried. Addendum 2, post-op debrief. Okay, so that's a couple months later. Okay. Encouragement of SCP-8248 has proven increasingly difficult as of late. Subject has evaded the majority of personnel over the past 5 months. Today's attempt at connection resulted in an incident with 0 casualties and 112 injuries. Please advise. Aww. That's sad. Administrator note. Timestamp. Things. Subject has since sought therapy unprompted. Increased positive feedback for this brave step. Oh, increased positive feedback for this brave step. They don't know that they're an SCP. Were they converted to an SCP? Or were they born an SCP? I love these things. Okay. Addendum 3. Nanosecurity footage excerpt. A couple months later. Office of Dr. Adria Huxon. PhD. Redacted. And if I fail again, what does that mean to my manager? Why do they all even bother if I'm not going to put in effort? You aren't bothering me. You'll get there. I won't. 15 seconds of silence. That's all the time we have for today. You're a good kid, Patrick, and I think your father would be proud of you coming this far. Brief pause. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to presume. No, it's fine. Hope he's proud up there, or wherever he is. Ah, I think I'm being I'd like to use it to... sorry, you go first. No, never mind, it's nothing. It's okay, I just want to take some time to gather your thoughts. That's alright. No, really, it's nothing. Well, I'd like to ease us into this meeting once a week starting Tuesday, if that fits into your work schedule. It's going to be an uphill climb for you to get to where you want to be, but... Our Hudson leads slightly toward SCP-8248 with a full conspiratorial nod. Just between you and me, you're capable of anything you set your mind to. SCP-8248 stands abruptly and log. Is that like a trigger word? A trigger phrase? Is this one of the undercovers peoples? Oh my god, he's getting gang stalked. SCP is a person object being contained by the SCP Foundation. That is being gang stalked. They're literally being gang stalked. That's actually crazy. Ah! What? Hold on. Huh. What is this? Addendum. 10/19. So it's the day after. At 1:33 in the morning. Or at night. I don't know if that PM or AM. CST. Oh, he's in the pit. The pit? What is the pit? Would it redact? I don't know what these things mean. Redact form keywords. We'd be AM. That's what I thought. What? What is this? I don't know anything about what this means. Interesting. Huh. Redact from keywords. Huh. Redact? No, these are just data expunged. What's the difference between data expunged and redacted? Yeah, I don't get it either. Stands abruptly. Something happened here, obviously. But this is all redacted, so I don't know. And this, bro is hacking somehow. He's hacking. I don't want to know if she was our. That's crazy. I don't know what that means either. But good. That's good. I like. Image is scary though. A thing the therapist said is one of the phrases. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But sometimes, you know, I don't know if it would always work. That's the thing. I think the gang stalking lead to increased paranoia. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Freaking gang stalking will do that to you. But I guess at some point, if you're trying to contain the SCP and SCP doesn't want to be contained, like, is it better that they contain it? Or is it better to let the SCP go if it's not going to do anything? You know? So maybe they should just let him be. But it would be really destructive behavior without adequate foundation support. So just contain him. Contain him. Put him in a room. With all the others. Put the VR headset on. Or something. Become addicted to video games. Well, they said he had limitless energy. I think that's literal. I think he can literally do anything. I viewed limitless energy as like not needing to sleep. I guess that's how I interpreted it. Possesses infinite potential. 1, 2, 3. I see. Let's see. Genetic analysis. Administrator's note. Timestamps. Dang, they don't exist. Frick. Okay. Got it. Okay. I think that's interesting though. Okay. 8248. 8248. Depresso. Guy. Oh, I always have to summarize these as little small words so I can remember what they are. Spider communism? I don't even remember what that is. But it's good, it's good. I think you did a good job. Very good. I've always wanted to make an SCP too. Maybe one day. You should put days in a timestamp. Yeah, that would help if you want people to know the, like, chronological timing of things. That would help. But pretty good. I guess that'll be it for today, though. I kind of went over the time I wanted to do, but SCPs be really good. What can I say? You know? Thank you guys for chilling with me and being here on this spooky, spooky Halloween day. I hope your November is very good and has a lot of leaf crinkles. Because we all love leaf crinkles. Go out into nature, touch some grass, touch some leaves. You know, get a pile and jump into the pile and kind of like roll around a little bit. Have some fun. Have some fun out there. You know? Okay. Bye. Have a nice day. Or have a nice bite. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.